Smackdown's about to hit the airways live on, oh not live, but on Sci-Fi Network. How will Smackdown turn out tonight is the fallout from the continued fallout from SummerSlam and the progression of what happened on Raw. How Daniel Bryan will respond to being RKO'd at the end of Raw by Randy Orton after being dismantled by the Shield, and how the newly formed corporation interject their influence on SmackDown. We're about to find out. But before we get to SmackDown, I want to remind everyone to check out that link in the description. Let the WWE know that you want Jake the Snake Roberts in the 2014 Royal Rumble. But it's time for SmackDown to kick off, so let's get to it. SmackDown kicks off with Vicky Guerrero, the general manager of SmackDown, introducing the new face of WWE and the new WWE champion, Randy Orton. Orton comes out and tries to explain that he's apparently not in collusion with the McMahon family and Triple H. And in his words, the way he explained it, it was pretty much a coincidence the way everything happened, but we all know it wasn't a coincidence, that it was probably planned out for him to come out if Daniel Bryan won. But Orton's interrupted by Daniel Bryan, who comes out and reminds everyone that he still has a rematch clause that he wants to enforce tonight, and Orton basically tells him to he'll have to wait till Night of Champions in I think about 3 or 4 weeks. It looks like the end of the segment as Orton holds up the belt, showing how much taller he is compared to Daniel Bryan. Orton attempts to go for the RKO, but Bryan pushes him off and gets into the ropes and drop kicks him over the top, sending Orton out of the ring without his championship. Daniel Bryan leads the WWE Universe in a yes chant to end the segment. But coming up next is Curtis Axel one-on-one with Cody Rhodes, and later tonight Alberto Del Rio versus Christian in a rematch from SummerSlam. It looks like a pretty good SmackDown tonight, but what's going to happen with Daniel Bryan and Orton, the continuation of that, and will we see any more? Well, what will happen with the rematch that's coming up later tonight? Well, let's see how it turns out. Let's get back to SmackDown. Curtis Axel gets a win over Cody Rhodes in an opening match. It looked like Cody was gonna take the win with a moonsault from the top rope, but he was distracted by Paul Heyman, which allowed Curtis Axel to move the top rope, forcing Cody Rhodes to quash himself on the top rope, on the top turnbuckle, leading to, I believe, what used to be called the McGill Cutter, which was the swinging neck breaker for the 1-2-3. After the match, the Intercontinental Champion Curtis Axel apparently has challenged CM Punk to a one-on-one match on Raw. I'm not sure if the title's on the line. I'm pretty sure it's not. But also coming up later tonight, we'll have Vicky Guerrero says we'll have a cage match with Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan after she says Daniel embarrassed her when he interrupted the WWE champion Randy Orton in the opening segment. But coming up next, the show off. Dolph Ziggler goes one-on-one with his former bodyguard, Big E Langston, who will be accompanied by Dolph's former girlfriend, AJ Lee. Looks like another rematch from SummerSlam. Not really understanding why they're doing this, but I'm always happy to see AJ and Dolph, and this AJ on TV, and as well as Dolph. So let's get back to the show. Dolph Ziggler gets another win over Big E Langston, much to the chagrin of AJ Lee, who once again looks like he's gone psycho as Dolph hits the zigzag for the 1-2-3 on Big E. But coming up next, Christian goes one-on-one with the world champion, the world heavyweight champion, Alberto Del Rio, in a rematch from SummerSlam. Don't believe it's a championship match, but it is they're calling it a rematch from SummerSlam, but that's coming up next. Del Rio one-on-one with Christian. Let's see what happens. Alberto Del Rio gets another win over Christian. In my mind, successfully closing that chapter, ending that feud, and just in time to kick off his next feud with RVD, who comes out with Ricardo Rodriguez. They basically make a challenge for the world title. Van Dam goes to the ring, but just before he gets there, Christian catches Del Rio with a drop kick from the top rope. This is after Christian had already lost by tapping out to the cross-arm breaker. Christian catches Del Rio off guard with a drop kick from the top rope, leaving him on the mat for RVD to come in and hit the Rolling Thunder to send Del Rio out of the ring without his world championship, which Ricardo picks up for himself and RVD to look at as Del Rio clutches his stomach in pain at the bottom of the ramp. I'm guessing this is going to go into a world title match at Night of Champions, which I'm sort of looking forward to. I'm not sure, because I don't know if they're gonna give RVD the belt, or is it just gonna be another guy for Del Rio to make his name on. I'm hoping they let Del Rio build his reputation by somehow beating RVD, but I have a bad feeling that the whole reason RVD came back to WWE was to become a champion again, before eventually calling it quits with wrestling. But that's just my opinion. But coming up, we still got more SmackDown to come, including the cage match main event. Daniel Bryan versus Wade Barrett. It should be interesting. Let's get back to see how SmackDown continues. Big Show and Mark Henry get a win over 3MB, all three members of 3MB, in a 3-on-2 handicap match, which saw Big Show choke slam, I don't remember who, for the win. After the match, Rollins and Wayne's come on the big screen, and it's basically tell Big Show and Mark Henry that no time is up and no time is running out as members of the WWE roster. This looks like a very good storyline going for the Shield, going into Night of Champions. Can they beat the most imposing tag team to come together in the WWE? I believe somehow they will, but it will be a very good storyline going into the pay-per-view for the tag team champs. But coming up next, Darren Young of the Lifetime Players takes on Antonio Cesaro, 1-on-1. Should be an interesting match. Let's see how it turns out. Daniel Bryan gets a big win in the main event of SmackDown over Wade Barrett in the cage, inside the steel cage. He actually powerbombs Wade Barrett from the top rope, all the way from the top rope to the mat, setting up the running knee that helped him win against John Cena to become WWE Champion for all of 3 seconds. He uses that same running knee to take out Wade Barrett for the 1-2-3. After the match, Bryan walks out of the cage and leads the entire WWE SmackDown crowd in the yes chant until Randy Orton comes slithering out from under the ring and hits Daniel Bryan with RKO to end SmackDown with Orton standing tall, holding the WWE Championship over his head while standing over the body of Daniel Bryan. How's it gonna play out going into Raw this Monday and the rest of the WWE television shows leading into Night of Champions? We know it will. We've got confirmation at the beginning of SmackDown tonight. It will be Daniel Bryan 1-on-1 with the champion, Night of Champions for the WWE Championship. Also, the Shield apparently will defend their tag team titles against Mark Henry and Big Show, that same show, but SmackDown's caught up there, and I'm out too. So like, subscribe, and comment.